We live. So this is my those watching the replay. I'm doing a Q&A, but for those on YouTube, this is my first time doing a YouTube live. So I'm curious to see how this pans out. But appreciate y'all taking the time to pop on here tonight. We got TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So definitely gonna see how this rolls tonight. But what's up, Aaron? What's up, Vaughn? What's up, Chase? What's up, Joe? What's up, Dustin? Uh, Brent, Jess. What's going on? Appreciate everyone taking the time to pop on here. So, want to get questions answered. So, live Q&A for any questions y'all got about business, finance, real estate, entrepreneurship. What's up, Spencer? So, anything y'all got, drop it in the chat section. Let's get this Q&A going here today. But one thing I want to drop real quick, just for y'all. So, in business, really in anything in life, right? Like speed always wins. Urgency always wins. So I hate when I see people like, trying to do business, but they don't take things seriously. Like when opportunity gets presented to them, they don't take it for real. Like this is so crazy to me. They're like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. Oh, I'll get to it next week. Or, oh, I'll get to it, in a month, right? Opportunity's gone at that point. Gone. So like literally there's a deal. I got email blasted out. 30 minutes after the email, I called. I was like, yo, I'm in. They're like, it needs to close tomorrow. I was like, let me make one phone call and I'm gonna hit you right back. I had to make sure the deal was still. I had the money. Made the call, called them right back. Less than 5 minutes. I was like, yo, I'm in. And they responded. They're like, yeah, somebody else called. Within that 5 minutes, and I sold it to somebody else. Like, shit moves quick, super quick. So you cannot miss, the opportunity. You got to move with speed. You got to move with what's the word? Intense. In I don't know the word I'm looking for. You got to move with urgency. You have to make the right moves quickly to get the right opportunities. Otherwise, those opportunities are going to be long, 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 long gone. So, do real estate agents? I don't know what that means. I'm 17, earn multiple incomes from YouTube. My parents will pay for my college. Do you think I should go if I want to get into real estate, or what should I do to get education on real estate? So you don't need, college to get into real estate, right? So you can go to college and become a licensed real estate agent, but you don't need college to be a licensed real estate agent. You can take like a dedicated school. You can do it in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. You can get licensed. But the big takeaway is you don't need a license to be a real estate investor. To be a real estate investor, you just need to know how to be a real estate investor, right? It's got nothing to do with being a licensed agent. So how do you learn how to be a real estate investor? Jumping on lives like this, I'm gonna cover a whole bunch of questions on here. Watch my YouTube channel. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel. Definitely check that out. Reading the book, hiring a mentor. Those are all ways to learn the game of real estate outside of college. This is a book I wrote, Get Free Houses. It's how to find houses, how to fund houses using other people's money, and how to do the Burr method, build generational wealth without using any of your own money. So there's plenty of ways to learn the game of real estate without college. You definitely don't need college for sure. I'm taking my state exam for real estate tomorrow. That's dope. I love it. I have a question. How long will it take to make money with you through your course? I have $1,000 that I would like to multiply and make through wholesale. So if anybody gives you a guaranteed timeline in real estate or anything for that matter, be cautious because real estate takes time. Like nobody knows how long real estate is actually going to take. I've had people come into the program and make money in their first 30 days. And it took me 16 months to make my first penny in real estate. So if anyone comes in, they're like, we guarantee you a deal in 30 days. Like, be careful of, what that actually means. You know what I mean? Like guarantees might be tough. You feel me? I just bought a primary property. Don't know if I'm comfortable renting out a room. Should I just go ahead and get a rental property using the Burr method? I love the Burr method. Like that's literally how I built my entire portfolio. I own almost $15 million in real estate, all using the Burr method. Buy and renovate with other people's money, rent the property out, refinance it, and repeat the process time and time again. It's literally how you can get free houses, like legit free houses for your real estate. Like, where else can you get a free house and make money, cash flow, appreciation, depreciation, and tenant mortgage buy down? Like it literally doesn't get better than that. So if you can learn that game of the Burr method, like life's gonna change quickly for you, very, very quickly. Hey, Austin, is it a good idea to buy brand new construction or old house? 6 one, half a dozen of the other. There's no right or wrong answer there. It just depends like what's the numbers on the deal. Brand new, old, it all goes down to the numbers. Could we break the course and offer monthly payments, and what all do we learn? Yeah, absolutely. Timmy, shoot me a DM. Let's talk about it. When you want to learn something better, do you study it more or write it down to understand it more, or what do you do to understand it better? So for me, like learning, different people learn differently, right? For me, like if I see it done, like I'm good, like I got it. Like show me once, I'm running with it. But a lot of people, want to read it again, want to write it down, and then put it into action. But no matter out of all those things that I just mentioned, if you don't take action, if you don't actually implement those things, it doesn't matter what you learn. The dumbest person in the room is the person who knows everything but doesn't do anything with it. So you can be super book smart. You can be smart up here. That doesn't mean you're smart in real life, though. So how do I do it? I watch it one time and then I immediately go and implement it. One of my buddies, he's like, bro, like you just take action on literally on everything so quickly. I'm like, yeah, like what are we waiting for? Like what are we missing by not taking action? Right? Like I'm in the game. I want to rock. And the thing is like if you think on something and then delay the action taking, you forget what you thought about. You remember pieces of it, but you don't remember the entire thing. So literally, you gotta take action immediately after you learn something. Can you do the Burr method at 18? Yes, for sure. My plan is to save for 5 years straight, buy nothing dumb, then start buying places to rent out. I love it. I don't even think you got to wait 5 years to do that. Because the cool thing is, you can use other people's money to fund your real estate deals. You don't need to use your own money, which is a beautiful thing. So, like, if you can understand the hack of using other people's money, it's a game changer because you can do literally unlimited deals at any age, at any time, any place, anywhere because you're not using your own money. It's infinitely scalable. So I'll learn how to use private money. If you go to my YouTube channel, I got a couple videos on private money to teach you the game. So, I'll start with one of those things. When you have extremely low credit score, how can you begin with the Burr method? All right, so make sure y'all listen to this. If you can't, you have to be bankable. You have to be financeable to do the Burr method, or you got to have somebody co-sign the deal for you. But if not, if you don't have either of those, that's okay. Learn how to wholesale houses and flip houses using other people's money, and then take your profits of without using your own money. You don't need your money to do either of those, wholesaling or flipping with other people's money. You don't need your money. Make profit, take that profit, pay off your debts, which will then increase your credit score, which will then allow you to go out there and do the Burr method. So it's always a thing. Like you have to have income. You got to show income. You got to have credit to really be able to scale. But if you don't have it right now, that's okay. It's okay that you don't have it right now. It's good, but you got to get it. The only way to get it is from wholesaling and flipping houses using other people's money and then taking the profits and paying off the debt. Where would you find investors for flips, wholesales, and or rental units? So I don't know if you're talking about buyers or private money lenders. Where do you find buyers? If you go to local networking events, you can find a lot of buyers at local networking events. And then if you're talking about and through Propstream, you can cold call cash buyers the same way you cold call. Oh, you said private money, my fault. So where'd you find private money lenders? The short answer to that is literally everywhere. I know you're not gonna like that answer, but legit, you can find private money lenders everywhere. At country clubs, at the bar, at car shows, walking down the street, your family members, your friends' family members, your cousins, aunts, uncle, like literally anybody and everybody can become a private money lender if you know how to teach them to become one. So you need to know the game first to then be able to teach those other people how to get access to money to then lend to you, right? If you don't know private money, if you don't know the downfalls, if you don't know the risks, they're not going to lend you money. But you can tap into private money literally at any age, with any credit score, with any income. You can tap into private money 100%. So learn the game of private money. Like I said, I got a few videos on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist just for private money. So I would watch those. My book, Get Free Houses. You can go to howtogetfreehouses.com to grab a copy of the book. But there's a chapter in there that talks about raising private money. So I've been able to raise like I think it's like 20 or 25 million dollars of other people's money to literally fund all of my real estate deals. So you got to learn that. That's a huge key in this business is getting access to other people's money. Are you actively buying in any market currently? Yeah, I'm buying in Columbus, Ohio, anything, singles, doubles, commercial, land, apartments, anything in Columbus, Ohio, and then 30 plus units anywhere around the country. Taking a position as a dispositions manager tomorrow for a wholesaling company. Congrats. That's awesome. But I mean, just learn as much as possible and implement what they teach you. You got to implement. Implementation is key. How do you find a mentor and do you recommend someone? So there's two ways to find a mentor. And that's it. Two ways. One, you pay for it. You pay for a coach. You pay for a mentor. That's the fastest, easiest, quickest way to get into the game and to learn from somebody. The other way is by finding somebody you can add so much value to that they feel inclined to then help you in return. So those people aren't everywhere because you're going to be taking their time. So like they have to have the want and the desire to help you. So you need to leave a lasting impression on them. But those are the two ways to find mentors. The easiest is paying for it. What's your business model like? Cherry pick, fix and flip and rentals, and wholesale the rest. Yep. So we're buying the best deals with the highest profitability, with the best cash flow, and then passing on the other ones. Does your real estate license help you in any way? Me, no. Could it help people? Yeah. You can list your own flips. You can save 3% commission. There can be benefits to being a licensed realtor, but you definitely do not need to be a licensed realtor to do this business. You know anything about Spirit Lake, Iowa? I do not, unfortunately. How long were you a one-man show before hiring acquisitions? Way too long. I was a one-man show for years, probably like 3-4 years, making great money doing it. But I wish I would have hired sooner because as soon as I hired, I scaled. I hired again, I scaled again. I hired again, I scaled again. So I wish I would have understood the power of having the right people around you because like that literally will change your life. The right people, not the wrong people. The wrong people will change your life in a negative way. The right people will change your life in a positive way. So I wish I would have hired somebody sooner. I'd be light years ahead of where I am today. And I'm going to keep saying that probably. What's up, Andrew? John, yes, I do. Shoot me a DM or something. I'd be happy to tell you more about it, brother. I just want to get out of Ohio like you. I love it here. Love the sports teams, unfortunately, but it's dark and depressing 50% of the time. Agreed. That's why I moved to South Florida. I got the drapes down right now, but we got the ocean right out there. But yeah, I don't want to live in Ohio for the rest of my life either. I wanted the sand, the beach, the nice weather. Literally it's sunny down here every day you wake up it's sunny. So I love it down here. Anybody from Ohio should move to Florida. Wait till I get a house down here first. So don't want to keep running up the prices. I got to buy a crib first to move into. What margins do you aim for flips? So I look to make, ideally 15%, 15 to 20%. We've gone down to like 10 to 13%, depending on the scope of the deal. But what that means is if we buy, renovate, and sell a property for say 300 grand, I want to make 15 to 20% profit, which is $45,000 to $60,000 in net profit. It's after paying my lenders, my contractors, my title company, everything. How much money am I putting in my own pocket? Wait, you're from Ohio? I am. Columbus, Ohio, baby. Born and raised. Ohio summers are cool, winters are not. Agreed. Does having an LLC help in the Burr method? It doesn't help really for anything except liability. Besides that, there's no difference between having an LLC or your personal name regarding a Burr method. I'm in North Florida. How can I meet up with you? I'd love to do some work for you. I appreciate that, man. But I'm actually going to be doing a tour. So, anybody who wants to see me in person, I'm doing a 10 to 15 city tour all the way from South Florida to Michigan. So we're going to hit a whole bunch of cities from Florida to Michigan. So that information should be coming out here in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that because we're gonna pop up in a different city every single night to come out here and network with everybody. So hopefully, Elijah, I'll be able to meet you at that time. It's not going to be Jacksonville. It'll be Orlando or Tampa, and then I think the next one will be. I think it'll be Atlanta, but don't quote me on that. No, Charleston and then Charlotte, I think, is the first few stops. Do you have any courses we can take from you? Yeah. Like I said, John, reach out to me and I can give you some more information on it, brother. When did you decide to start YouTube on real estate? So I've been posting YouTube videos on I've been posting real estate videos on YouTube for the last like two to 2.5 years, I think. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe 3 years. So slowly but surely, we growing on the YouTube space. So anybody who's gave support on the YouTube channel, I appreciate it. If you can take the time to, like, when I make videos, watch them, hit the like button, comment, I would greatly appreciate that. It helps me get out to more people. And if you're on Instagram or TikTok, make sure you check out the YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos on the channel, tons and tons of games. So definitely want to check out the YouTube channel. That's perfect. The tour in Michigan. Yeah, I think we're going to hit Detroit, Michigan. I think that's the only city we're going to hit in Michigan. Detroit, Cleveland, Indianapolis. What's your take on the market for the next year? Great question. So I actually just shot a YouTube video today. It'll be coming out Thursday. It'll be dropping on Thursday. But my hope. So nobody really knows what's going to happen with the market, right? But let's just talk about the three markets: stocks, crypto, and real estate. So the stock market is down, crypto market is down, real estate hasn't really seen a change yet, but that's because real estate is a lagging indicator. So why are stocks and crypto down? I believe stocks and crypto are down right now. One, inflation is scaring everybody. Two, the increase in interest rates is making it people are getting very uncomfortable, right? Because it becomes more expensive to borrow money. And when it's more expensive to borrow money, you spend less money. There's less money in motion. When you spend less money in motion, people stop spending as much money and businesses stop spending as much money, which then leads to lack of, what's the word? Of decreased income. So then when these businesses on the stock exchange come out with their quarterly reports or monthly reports, and they say, hey, our revenue decreased, from last month to this month, everybody gets scared and they start selling their stocks. And then they see the stock go down and then other people get scared and they start selling their stocks. And then fear, when you make decisions from fear, that's when you fuck up. You cannot make decisions from fear. Like, that's the worst decision-making process that you can make. So people start seeing it go down, and then it's like, snowball effect. It just keeps selling and selling and selling it. And then the crypto market goes after the stock market, right? They're correlated. So when it goes up, it goes up. When it goes down, it goes down. So that's why the crypto market, in my opinion, is crashing right now, on top of some other things that are going on literally as we speak. Luna, stablecoin, all that stuff's hitting the fan. Crypto is still a very, very risky investment because it's so new still. So like when things are going south, people are losing money, where do they take money first from? They're risky investments. So they sell their crypto, which then takes it down. Then more people see it, then they sell it. Again, it's a snowball effect down. So that's what's happening with stocks and crypto right now. So the question is, what's going to happen with the real estate market? As interest rates go up, it becomes less affordable for people to buy houses, because the same house you could buy at 300 grand at a 3% interest, at a 5% interest, you can only afford $250,000 because your payment's more, right? So you can afford less property as the interest rates go up. So, could that have an effect? Yeah. Do I think going from, 3% to 4% is going to have a huge effect? No. Now, if interest rates hit like 10% or 12 or 15%, I mean, that's definitely going to change things. It's going to make a lot of things very, very, very unaffordable. But right now, I don't really think the interest rates are making that big of a change in the real estate market. The other thing in real estate is supply and demand, right? There's so much demand for houses right now. I went to go see it. I'm personally looking to buy a house in South Florida, and we just went to go see a house last week, and there were over 50 people looking at one house. And I heard in Dallas there's hundreds of people looking at one house. So the demand is insane right now. Literally can't build enough houses fast enough. And then you got supply chain issues, and then you got price increases. Like, that's a whole nother nightmare in and of itself. But when all those things tied together, it's like, if supply is very minimal and demand is very high, like how do you crash, right? The way that you crash is you have way more sellers than buyers. Right now, there's way more buyers than there are sellers. So, what's going to cause the crash, or is the real estate market going to crash? I don't right now, no. Again, if interest rates continue to increase like crazy, could it crash? Yes. If hedge funds, literally change their mind entirely and decide that, owning rentals is not a good business model, they decide to sell everything and flood the market with supply, could there be a crash? Yeah. But I think right now, we're having a leveling off or a slight dip, which is healthy for the market at this point because we've had the craziest run ever in real estate. Like you can't run that fast for that long and not slow down at some point. So I think it's healthy. What's up, AJ? Is it true that CPM for videos about making money is insane? I might make the switch. I'm tired of my 3 RPM. Yeah, I don't know anything else, but I mean, I think I make decent money on YouTube. To answer your question, do you do any Google PPC campaigns for seller leads? No, we don't. Not right now. We have in the past, but not right now. When everyone else is fearful, be greedy. And when everybody else is greedy, be fearful. I'm 18. How can I invest into real estate? I didn't qualify for a loan alone, unfortunately, even if I put more money down. So 2 ways. One, you can get a cosigner to sign the loan. If you can't do that, learn how to wholesale houses and flip houses using other people's money. And then you can go out there and buy as many houses as you want to buy. I flipped my first house. I made $107,000 in net profit, and I became bankable because I was able to show income, right? So go out there and wholesale and flip houses to show income to then go out and buy as many rental properties as you want to buy. Hey, Austin, I'm 20. Could I build a duplex with the FHA loan to make that my first property? There's not many where I'm from. I don't know if you could build one with an FHA. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Would you buy property in LA? I wouldn't personally. You think it's possible to find a property in a month with needing down pay assistance programs? I don't really understand the question. I'm sorry. How much debt is good debt? I mean, I think you should have as much good debt as possible. Remember, good debt is debt pays for itself. Like that's the big thing to understand here. Good debt is debt that pays for itself. So as long as it's paying for itself, like it's good debt. Try and run that up. I'm trying to buy as many rental properties as possible because they pay for themselves. There's always haters on here. So right now I'm in Chicago. I have an Airbnb in San Diego. It's booming, and I'm thinking about buying another house for a long-term rental. What do you think about buying a house in Indiana? I heard Indiana has great cash flow. I don't know personally, but I've heard good things. Ohio in here. You're a go, bro. Keep working. Hope to meet you one day. What's up, Tommy? Man, looking forward to connecting one day, brother. Keep putting the work in. What was the first time you felt you sort of had it figured out? I still don't know. Think I have it figured out. I screw up every single day. I make bad decisions every day. I lose money every day. I still don't think I have it fucked up by any means or figured out. My fault. So I'm still learning every single day. I'm Austin. I'm closing my first deal, 2-bed, 1-bath outside of Cincinnati. I negotiated the property down to $26,000, but that's all my personal capital. Needs $50K, ARV 180. How can I get rental funds, good credit, and wait to my credit? Sounds like it's a great deal. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can go contact a hard money lender, which still fund the deal for you. Usually they do like 80 to 90% of cost. So if you have 26, cost of 76, that's like 33% down. You only need 10 to 20% down. So you can contact a hard money lender, or you can raise money from a private money lender, which is what I would do because it's way easier to get access to money. And they can fund 100% of the deal. So they'll fund all $76,000 of the entire deal. You don't have to use any of your own money. So that's what I would do. Again, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's videos on there that cover private money lenders. How do you report wholesale income to IRS? We just take it as income. Then we own rental real estate to take depreciation on. But yeah, I mean, wholesale income is just income. What rinse and repeat process could you tell us about real estate? The Burr method: buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Do it as many times as possible because you literally get free houses. Again, I own almost 100 rental properties without using any of my own money and by using the Burr method. Do you know anything about the Alabama market? I do not, unfortunately. What do you suggest for new investors to generate seller leads? Cold calling, driving for dollars, SMS, RVM, PPC, any of those things. You just got to market directly to sellers to find those opportunities. You got to go direct to sellers. Don't forget reward, the last R. Agreed. You pay attention to the videos. So buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. And then after you've done that a few times, you got to reward yourself. You got to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Did you try any different businesses before doing real estate besides the flip hustle? I was a valet. That's really about it. I wrote a book, From Valet to Millionaire. And it's the 10 things you got to change up here that the world tells us wrong. And we got to change it up here first before we're ever going to become that person in real life. So I wrote that book, From Valet to Millionaire. So that's the only business I tried before real estate. And if you want a free copy of this, if you go to my website, theaustinrutherford.com, theaustinrutherford.com, you can grab a copy of my book for free. Best place to find private money lenders, literally everywhere. Like legit, anywhere, everywhere, at all times. Everybody I meet, I'm trying to talk to about money. I'm trying to raise money at all times because there's so much money out in the world right now. Again, you got to learn the game of private money. So go to my YouTube channel, watch the videos to learn the game. But once you learn the game, there's so much opportunity. People are looking for places to place money to earn yield. And if you become that person, that person for somebody to place their money into, and then you can pay them a yield and you understand how to do that, like it's unlimited. Literally, you can tap as much money as humanly possible. How much interest do you pay your private money lenders? So it's 100% negotiable, number one. So it is very, very negotiable. I know some people that pay, 4% interest. The highest I've ever paid is 16% interest. But I'm happy to pay anywhere from like 8 to 10 to 12% interest on a deal. How do I determine the right price to buy an Airbnb property? Looking at a property that's in a bidding war over 15% of asking. I would not buy a high-end property for Airbnb. I would use the Burr method to get into a property so you do have multiple exit strategies. Would you consider being a private money lender? Yeah. I mean, if you got money, being a private money lender is an amazing way to make money, right? If you can make 10% on, if you got $1 million and you can lend it at 10% interest and make $100,000 a year, 100% passively, you need to answer the phone one time the entire year and you'll make $100,000. Like that's ideal. Like that's amazing. The problem is you need to have millions of dollars to be able to then lend that money to other real estate investors. Do you flip virtually? If so, any practical advice for the first project? I do. So I live in Florida. My real estate business is in Ohio. But any practical advice? Get the inspection done properly. Make sure you get a contractor. You do a scope of work. You do a draw schedule. You have everything lined up to be able to execute on that property. But if you got the right team on the ground, that's all that really matters. As long as you got the right team around you, flipping virtually or flipping in person, it really doesn't make a difference. What do you think about BlackRock? They're buying as many houses as possible right now. If I only went out on weekends, starting this weekend, how likely would it be that I can put a house under assignment only doing weekends? If people are only willing to work a certain amount of time, like this probably isn't for you. Like if you're already contemplating like how much time you're willing to put into this or how far you're willing to go, like, come on now. Like this probably isn't for you. Because when I started, there was no, how much. It was like, I'm fucking in. Like when I'm in the game. Like point blank, period. 100% I'm there. There was zero negotiation in my head. Like whatever needed done, however long it took, it did not matter. I was in the game. So if you're already asking yourself, like, well, what if I'd spent 1 hour a day? If I made time to spend 1 hour a day, this ain't for you. Like just, keep working a 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you're doing. Real estate, it's a lot of trials, a lot of errors, a lot of failures, but it's extremely, extremely rewarding once you figure it out. Would you consider being a lender yourself? I do transactional lending, but it's literally 24-hour loans. So it's not, long-term loans. Have you ever bought a property, did no work to it, and listed it again for more money? Absolutely, all the time, for sure. It's called a hotel. You buy it, do extremely minimal work or no work, and list it back on the MLS for sale and make a profit. Especially in this market, people are paying crazy, crazy prices. So if you can get in and get out, like we've made more money doing that than we would have flipping the house because people are overpaying for houses right now. How do private lenders believe in a person that just really is a newbie in this? You have to learn the game. You have to understand the game of real estate, of private money lending, to get somebody to believe and trust in you. I'm telling you, go to my YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube. It's Austin Rutherford on YouTube, and watch the videos on private money lending. What percent of profit should I pull from my flips? All of them. I don't understand the question. What team do you need to be a real estate investor? I mean, you don't need a team. You can do it yourself. I wouldn't overthink that too much. Thoughts on hedge funds buying everything? I think the American dream of home ownership is slowly but surely disappearing because the hedge funds are buying everything. So that's what I'm trying to get my hands on, as much real estate as I possibly can right now. I'm trying to buy as much as I can. Did you accept that $287,000 offer from the hedge fund? Yes, I did, but I didn't want to. So literally day one, we got that offer, and I didn't accept it. And I sat there and waited and waited and waited and waited for a traditional offer, and it never came in. We never got another offer on the house, which is really, really weird. So then unfortunately we had to go with the hedge fund because they were the only one writing an offer on the property. But ideally not. What's your end goal? To help others and to be financially free. How much would you pay for the first property? I'd pay as much money as possible. The cost of the property is irrelevant. It's what does the property do? How much income does it produce? What's the profitability of the deal? It always comes back to the numbers. My opinion of a house or how much money I want to spend, like, is 100% irrelevant. It all matters only on the numbers of the deal. That's it. What's your approach with people when you're trying to buy a foreclosure? We literally just say, hey, you got any interest in selling your property 123 East Main Street? I wouldn't overcomplicate it. And then if they start telling you, that they're in foreclosure, they're about to lose a house, then you can talk to them about, maybe subject to seller financing, anything like that. You can talk about all those things, but it all starts with, hey, do you want to sell your house? The weekend only would be until I save up enough to quit my 9 to 5. If I left my 9 to 5 without saving, I wouldn't have money for rent / car note, etc. I get it, but there's still other time. From 9 to 5. What about from 5:01 p.m. to 8:59 a.m.? You know what I mean? Like when I first started real estate, I was valeting cars 50 to 60 hours a week, which is way more than a 9 to 5, by the way. I was going to college, taking 15 credit hours on top of that, a full-time college schedule. That's really 2 full-time jobs in and of itself. And I was trying to start my real estate business on the side. Every single day, I was looking at houses. I was making offers. I was doing marketing. I was cold calling. I was sending out direct mail, physically handwriting letters to send out direct mail. Like I was pulling 16, 18-hour days every single day for 16 months straight. 16 months straight, every single day. Like, come on now. There's time. You make time for what you want to make time for, just like anything else in life. Thank you for all this info. You simplify it a lot. Absolutely. Glad it's beneficial. I need a mentor / coach. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. How do you think about the new construction market in Lehigh Acres. I have no idea. Who was your first hire and when did you know to hire? My first hire was an assistant, but I was running a lot of construction at the time. I wasn't like heavy acquisition focused. I was running a ton of construction. So I needed an assistant to help with all the paperwork and bookkeeping and ordering and materials and all that stuff. So an assistant was my first hire. And then acquisitions was my second hire. What's your approach? I already answered that. What books do you recommend for increasing knowledge in real estate? Also, is it possible to sell real estate in other countries? To increase knowledge in real estate, grab a copy of my book, Get Free Houses. If you click the link in my bio, you can grab a copy of it there. Or if you go to howtogetfreehouses.com, howtogetfreehouses.com, you can grab a copy of my book as well. Grinded out all my high school classes. So now senior year, I have no classes. I love it. Glad to see you still growing. I started following you when you had 1,000 subs. Hey, that's love. Day one. Let's get it. How do you pull equity from a house or refinance? All right, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions. If you got any juicy questions, drop it in the section below. But if this has been beneficial for y'all, if this has been helpful, if you could drop an emoji in the chat just to let me know if this has been helpful. A flexing emoji, a fire emoji, rocket ship emoji. If it's been helpful, let me know. Encourages me to keep doing these lives and answering these questions. And then also make sure you're following me. If you're on Instagram or TikTok, make sure you're following me there because I try to go live, post a ton of content. And if you're on TikTok or Instagram, make sure you get to my YouTube channel. Follow me on YouTube, Austin Rutherford on YouTube. Hundreds and hundreds of videos, tons of free game. So definitely get to the YouTube channel. There's tons and tons of opportunity there. Whole bunch of emojis coming through. I appreciate that. How do you have the patience to come on here twice a day and answer the same questions? I like helping people. I want to see other people win. Are you still big into crypto? Yes. I still think crypto is the future. It's obviously going through some troubles right now, but I still believe in it 100%. We need another day in the life video. I got you. I have the book From Valet to Millionaire. Let's get it. You got to grab the other one. Get Free Houses. Grab the other one. Do you plan on getting into other niche businesses? Yeah, I have other businesses now. For another lead source, are you also now working with attorneys for referrals? I'm not, but you definitely can for sure. Is it worth buying a duplex to house hack in this market? Yes, it's always worth buying a duplex. Duplexes are absolutely amazing. They're great ways to house hack and get started in real estate, 100%. I already said I don't know about Lehigh Acres. We need another day in the life. I got you. What do you think of sheriff sales? I bought one house from sheriff sale in my career, so they can be profitable. You just got to find the right deals. Do you have any apartment buildings for acquisition that you are looking to partner with? I'm looking to partner with other people that have apartment buildings. So if you have an apartment building, let's talk and do a deal together, 100%. Would you do a 1031 exchange? You can, absolutely. Are your courses real or a scam? They're real. They work. I promise you they do. Can you explain the method of buying a duplex, living on one side and having a tenant living in the other? Yeah, so you buy a duplex using a FHA owner-occupied loan, 3.5% down payment. So you buy a $300,000 duplex. It's about $11,000 as down payment plus another $5,000 of closing costs and stuff. So you need 15 to 20 grand. Buy a $300,000 duplex. You move into one of the units. You rent the other unit out, and that rent income ideally covers your mortgage payment. But if it doesn't cover your entire mortgage payment, it pays for a very, very large portion of your mortgage payment. Are you familiar with Novation? Kind of, not really. I could probably learn more about real estate on YouTube than I could in college, probably. So a fourplex is better for your first FHA. Yes, you can use an FHA owner-occupied house hacking loan anywhere from 1 to 4 units. 1 to 4 units. So absolutely, you can do that. I appreciate your videos. You're the only person I've come across that's really transparent. I appreciate that. Glad it's beneficial. I'm brand new to your channel. Literally just found you. What's up, Josh? Appreciate you being here. What do you think will happen with mortgage rates the rest of 2022? Do you think the Fed's increase will go above 50 basis points? I don't think so. Obviously, nobody knows, but I mean, I think if it gets above 5%, that's going to be very, very high. But I could be wrong as well. Where do you like to buy most in Columbus? Anywhere and everywhere in Columbus, Ohio. If you got deals in Columbus, Ohio, send them to me. We are buying deals. Let's get it. I love these live videos, man. I hope you get the chance to do it again sometime. Absolutely. So I usually go live on Instagram and TikTok. It's my first time going live on YouTube. So I think I'm definitely going to continue to do this more in the future. So yeah, 100%. Definitely going to do this. Cool. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. It's time for my bed, but make sure you're following me here on social media. Try to go live as much as possible. So hit the follow button. Get to my YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube. Austin Rutherford. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel. Definitely check that out. If you want to grab a free copy, not a free, excuse me. If you want to grab a copy of my book, Get Free Houses. If you click the link in my bio and grab a copy of this, it's how to find houses, it's how to raise other people's money, and it's how to build wealth in real estate without using your own money. So definitely grab a copy of that. And if you want more information on coaching, if you want to get coached by myself and my team on getting rolling in real estate, click the link in my bio or shoot me a DM on Instagram. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Appreciate y'all being here. Enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. Peace out.